Hello and welcome to Ginger Prime. My name is Brian, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, Soul Nation. Thanks for hitting that subscribe button and coming back for this Outriders video. Now, this is going to be a little bit different. Outriders is rolling out Legendary Build Week, or Ultimate Build Week in this case, and today they've posted the Fire Witch Ultimate Build Guide, which we're going to basically learn a little bit more detail about your combos, how you want to kind of perfect your rotation for the Pyromancer. Later this week, they're going to continue on with more things in depth about the skill trees themselves. So while this says the Fire Witch Ultimate Build Guide from their Twitter, at the end of the day, this is going to be something that we'll just continue to talk about in parts. Now, join me as all this information gets culminated and analyzed, and we'll be sure to do kind of our own full-fleshed video to really detail this for you guys later. But we're going to treat this more as a news post and a discussion, so sound off. Let me know what you are thinking in the comments below, or if nothing else, who you really want to see in terms of building. I'm really excited to see Devastator. Can't wait to see what they kind of put together for that, but we'll have to wait for that. So we're going to focus right now here on the Pyromancer. Now, it's important because if you guys didn't see my video from yesterday, they kind of gave a nice little tease of the different weapons, the different pieces of gear, and more that kind of culminate with the legendaries and the modifiers. The modifiers aren't going to be talked about here in this video, well, or at least in the Twitter thread, but I'll include a link to it anyway. So just note that there's, this is going to be something, I think, a bigger, more fleshed out video for you guys again later on in this week. Welcome if you're new, and let's do this thing. So the Pyromancer, the Fire Witch, is going to focus in on 3 skills: the Overheat, the Phaser Beam, and the Eruption. So essentially, if you haven't seen, Overheat is an explosive interrupt skill. This is going to deal damage to all enemies within a radius and will interrupt their skills. So if you see that charge bar, this is a great skill to be able to shut that down. It will also, enemies that are afflicted with burn, will receive additional damage, and that burn stack will be consumed. Phaser Beam is a Night Eruption skill. Fire and energy beam that deals heavy damage that benefits also from status power. So basically increasing the damage of status effects. Inflicting burn and causing interrupts to enemies that are hit, as well as enemies within a small radius around you. You can already see how this is going to start to combo here with the with Overheat as well. Obviously, assuming the burn stacks itself. You can see an awesome looking skill right there here on the screen. Now, Eruption is your explosive skill, creates a volcanic eruption beneath the selected enemy, dealing damage to all enemies within a small radius of the target. The eruption spews lava, dealing damage over time within a small area. So those are your 3 skills. So to fully utilize the Fire Witch, players have to embrace the following sequence to reduce downtimes as much as possible. So your rotation that they're recommending would be Overheat, Phaser Beam, Eruption, Eruption, Overheat, Eruption, Phaser Beam, and Overheat. And it's at this point in time I want to kind of call back to my video just from yesterday, talking about how the modifiers on their legendaries allowed you to actually stack up multiple eruptions before triggering the cooldown. So those are going to start to play into kind of these just crazy rotations for your builds to maximize your firepower. Now, why is that important? Well, starting with Overheat actually is going to provide a 12% anomaly power boost that's going to damage all enemies with basically 24% more damage in close range and mark them displaying their enemy nameplates. So why would you want to have those nameplates displayed to the player? Well, it effectively worked as a sonar to scout for opponents, allowing you to target enemies at a distance and behind cover with your Phaser Beam. Then your cooldown for Overheat, which is your shortest second, 6 seconds in this case, which will allow the player to weave Overheat between the other skills to maintain the buffs and consume the burn debuff applied by Phaser Beam. So you want to be able to put burn on, pull it back off for that additional damage, and then you can put it back on again. So thus maximizing that uptime of your burn stack there. Now the final skill being Eruption in the rotation is going to do high damage but has a long cooldown. So it's crucial for players to fill this void with the combination of Phaser and Overheat while firing off their weapons. And again, calling back to those modifiers which gave you additional stacks of those skills so that you could actually fully utilize crazy combos. We've seen combos already pulled off in the demo. We've had a lot of fun stuff having this aspect going on with the game, and honestly there's just so much to be excited about. I was hoping for more. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit here and say that this this Twitter thread right here is exactly what I wanted, but the fact that come back tomorrow, as they say, to learn the skill tree path for the Fire Witch build, would have loved to seen that today, but maybe I'm just selfish. Maybe I'm just like, give me more information. But I wanted to get this guys in front of you, especially if you're thinking about being a Pyromancer main. The game launches officially on April the 1st. It's a part of Xbox Game Pass. You can go download the demo today. And honestly, I encourage you to do so, because if it's not your kind of game, A, you made it this far in this video and you are awesome. But B, at the end of the day, like, yeah, try it, see if it works for yourself, and we can go from there. Lots of news today. I was been waiting for the Pyromancer build information. Hopefully you found this interesting, exciting, helpful. Or maybe you're like me and you're waiting for more information about another build on another type of class in this case. Anyway, Devastator mains, sound off in the comments below, or any mains for that matter. Sound off with your main in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. Guys, I'm going to wrap up, try to keep these right. Lots of information today. So if you guys missed any of my videos, be sure to check. I'll do the top link today as a part of recent uploads, because we just had some New World news. We've had some, I gave my thoughts on as a 14 player playing Guild Wars, the first dungeon. Lots of stuff today. Was really kind of only expecting to maybe do the Guild Wars and the Outriders, but New World just decided to poke its head in there. And I'm glad they did. Lots of cool information with that. Anyway, guys, thanks for being here. Love you. Love your faces. Hopefully you have a fantastic day. Hope to see you in my next video. But until then, take care. This video is sponsored by me, Ginger Prime. Hopefully you'll check out my podcast channel, Ginger Gaming Radio, which we have lots of guests, lots of great conversations, and even more highlights. Links are in the description below. Let me know what you think. Thanks.